me, Preston North End, how many times are we going to get 0-0 in this league?
I don't know, Jeff.
The Championship is by far the strangest and most entertaining league on the planet because of that reason. Because of how strange it is. For example, if we want to have a good look at how strange this fucking league is, let me just quickly show you today's games. If I just get it up on Google quickly before I minimise this camera. Seymour. Seymour? Right, let's have a look at this league, shall we? Norwich, 2-0 Millwall. Okay, Sunderland beat Stoke. Right. Rotherham drew to QPR despite beating better teams. Burnley and Blackpool 3-3, very last minute equalisers. Both had red cards after they conceded goals. Wigan beat Birmingham 1-0 with a red card. Coventry still got a waterlogged pitch. Sheffield United beat Blackburn 3-0. We still drew 0-0 again. I think people are getting sick of seeing that, and not just Preston fans. Reading only won 1-0 this time, but then at the same time they're susceptible to batterings. Middlesbrough not having a great season so far. Luton beats ones who've been having a great season, Luton not so much. West Brom 5-2, and then that's tomorrow. This is the strangest league on the planet, and I love it. Anyways, let's get to the main event, shall we? 0-0 once more. How many 0-0s is that now? We're 5 games in, so that's 5 0-0s. Yeah, I think that's about right, isn't it? Is this game week 5? I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, no, sorry. We've got 4 0-0s because we beat Luton 1-0. 4 0-0s. 4 0-0s. Preston North End attacking football 0-0. Oh. Right. Anyways, we'll start as tradition. We'll do our half breakdown. I've not got many notes this time, so bear with me. Pull this down a wee bit. Right. Start of the game, we had a big chance, I think. The ball looked a bit strange, but it came down off the volley. Fantastic effort. Don't know who made the effort. But massive save from the keeper to begin. I think the ref missed about 3 handballs in that half, with an early foul missed as well. Hughes got taken off very early with a knock. I think he dislocated his shoulder because when he came down, it didn't look very good. And for the rest of the match, the rest of the minutes he played, he was sort of running around with one arm stationary, so yeah, it didn't exactly look pleasant, and I nearly just broke mine. So it's not exactly pleasant, to be honest, but hopefully it's nothing serious, because Hughes is an essential part of our backline. Not to say Cunningham was bad when he came on by any means, because I think he had a decent game, but Hughes is definitely the superior out of the two. Our backline passing wasn't great to open, but it soon improved, and Parrott looking very hungry for a cracker at the start of the game. Watford, I'll say this now, this applies to the whole of the match. You absolutely dirty bastards all the fucking loss here. I know you called the Hornets, but that's no excuse. You got a moose on your fucking badge now, so call yourself a Hornet. But absolutely dirty, every last one of them. Stepping on feet at every chance, pulling our players down by the shirts. Despicable, absolutely despicable. And the referee picked up on none of it, because like I said, referees in this league, they're just not up for it at all. Our attacking quality has dropped as the game went on, as did the spatial awareness for the first half. Potts had a pretty good first half, and he had a great game all around, I think. Like I said, we need new referees in this league. Linesmen included, because the one with a playing flag is shocking. Woodman challenge for the first time today, I must say. Even though they only had 2 shots on target, but he had to be more aware this time around, because I think their counter-attacking game was actually quite good. It was superb, to be honest with you. Johnson, we're having a poor game, and he needs to be subbed ASAP or just not start. And it wasn't a terrible first half, but it also wasn't great. And then speaking of not great, we've got the second half. The ref continues to be utterly stupid. Reece, McCann, Woodburn came on a bit earlier this time, which is good. The defending remained decent, and it's probably still the best part of our team, despite being an attacking football team. The forward play and the chance creating quality continued to decrease as the game went forward until extra time, which was okay. Watford, very, very raggy. Poor second half, and then I need to emphasise the point. 0-0 for the 4th time. It's still a better start than last season and most other seasons, to be fair, but if there's any time we need to be picking up points, it's now. Because our coming forward games, we never do well against Cardiff. The EFL Cup doesn't really matter. We're probably not even going to play Coventry at this point, but Birmingham, probably not going to go well for us. Burnley, again, a team that's quite formidable. So the next few games coming up, we've got West Brom coming up as well. If we're going to pick up points, we've got to pick them up now. That's the point I'm trying to make. but we're still undefeated and we've still got a clean sheet. So as far as I'm aware, we're still on invincible territory, so that's good. We're just fishing for positives at this point, however. Right, statistics. We've got 10 shots, 4 of them being on target. I think that's pretty good. That's 40%. They've got 12 shots on target, 2 shots on target to the 12 shots. That would have been fucking horrendous for us to see. Yeah, 12 shots, 2 on target. So that's, what was a percentage? That's like,
I don't know.
it's not a lot, but it's a percentage. The possession was quite even. The passes were even, as were the accuracies and stuff. The fouls, we had more of them, and which I don't see how, because I think they made a lot more from what I was looking at. But saying that, we might not be much in the same game, me and these referees. It don't seem like it. Equal yellow cards. We had an offside and nearly equal corners. So, not a terrible line of stats, I don't think. And if we just come down to the table before we switch over, Sheffield now top of the league for beating Blackburn. Thank you, Blackburn. You're going down. Watford now second after the point we gave, and Reading are also equal on 9 points. So these 3 teams could be interchangeable. Sunderland and Hull still remaining in playoff spots, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us are in 7-point territory, while the rest just continue to drop, with Coventry not even playing any fucking games. So our goal difference remains in the positives, which is good. Points slowly creeping up, but like I said, we need them now if we're going to get points at any time at all. But we're not having a bad start. I think the overall quality of the team is good compared to last season, especially. Jesus Christ, around this time. There's a lot of players making massive improvements, so that's good. But then there's also a lot of players that aren't exactly being good. So instead of giving you my own ratings, we're going to go to SofaScore, because I'm lazy. And not just because I'm lazy, but because this is apparently a very trusted source for player ratings compared to something like Lancashire Live. But I think Lancashire Live are almost always spot on. But we'll try SofaScore this week. Let me just check my camera and see if we oh dear, no, everything's going wrong. Why did I do that? Right, try again. Yeah, you can see that, that's fine. Okay, middle of the screen here, if we go to a lineup. Woodman was given a 7.4, which I think that's roughly on tone. I'd probably say maybe an 8, to be honest, but oh well. Hughes 6.9, he didn't play much of the game, so yeah, that's fair. Maybe it's about, that's borderline a 7, but I'd say a 6. Lindsay, I'd say borderline an 8. The improvement for him, his improvement from last season is fucking is day and night comparison. You don't even need to think about it. I think Liam Lindsay was again one of the star man of the match. Story 7, yeah, that's about right. Benjamin Whiteman, because no one calls him Benjamin. Rough, basically a 7, which yeah is fair. He didn't have the greatest of games, especially going on the forward play. Brady was man of the match, despite having only a 6.8 according to SofaScore. I would have gave him a 7 or an 8 personally. Brown was our lowest rated player, that started at 6.6, which I don't agree with, but he's definitely, I'd probably put him on second worst. There's the ice cream van. Yeah, he didn't have a great game. Ledson 7.7. He's our highest rated player according to SofaScore, which I don't agree with, but I think he also had a great game. So fair dues. Potts had a great game, 7.2. That's about right. Parrott borderline a 7. I'd probably give him borderline 7. He actually tried it quite well this game compared to the last few. Johnson 6.9, borderline 7, but still Johnson does not deserve a 7. I'd give him a 6 or a 5. He was awful today. Cunningham came on for Hughes with a 7.2, that's about right. McCann 6.5, which is about right, because I don't think he had a great game. Woodburn 6.4, which again about right. And Reece 6.5, again about right. We didn't play Bauer and we didn't play Evans, which is fine. Our overall team rating was borderline a 7, and theirs was just over a 7. And what I'm going to say now, very quickly, about, I don't usually do this for the opposition, but I'm going to fucking do it for these lot. Watford, number 9 and 19, your forward 2 players, you're both bastards, both of you, you're absolutely disgusting. The amount of times they're stepping all over our feet, ragging us down and shit like that, it's absolutely disgusting. It was pathetic, absolutely pathetic.
I'm being serious.
It's probably the dirtiest opponent we've come up against so far. And the fact that it's coming from the forwards and not even towards the middle of the back, it's I thought it was quite strange. But their highest rated player was the keeper, and rightfully so, he made some very good saves. And their lowest rated was this motherfucker, and rightfully so, because he was an absolute dickhead all match. Anyway, calming down now. Yeah, I think this is about right. But please, Ryan, if you're listening, which you're not, why are you still starting Alan Brown and Daniel Johnson?
I don't know.
Fair enough, Johnson and Brown interchangeable on a starting lineup, but you should not be playing Johnson up front with Troy Parrott. Why are you doing that? I know Johnson can feed through to Parrott a lot better than Reece could, but fuck me sideways. Johnson recently has been absolutely shocking. He's shocking this season. Why is he playing up front? If you're going to put Johnson anywhere, put him on the 4 behind, not in the front position. He don't even go for it. He don't go up front. I don't know what he was doing today, but I think his takeaway from last night must have been weighing him down, or his dreadlocks or something. But he was so slow today in his movement and his thinking. It was absolutely slow. Your retirement's coming soon, mate. Cause fuck me, you had a terrible game today. I don't know if many people are going to agree with that, but I didn't think Johnson had a great game at all. I thought you were shocking today. Plenty of chances where you could have played through, maybe played around, but no. He did well to keep the ball in places, but that's about it. But yeah, he should have got subbed off a lot sooner, I think, personally. McCann should be starting over Johnson in the back 4, and Reece should be starting over Alan Brown in the front. So I should say McCann for Brown, and then Reece for Johnson. That makes more sense. Everything else is fine. I'm fine with Whiteman. I'm fine with the back 3. They're the strongest part of our team. It's just this front lineup. They don't work well together at all, and that needs to start changing because Parrott definitely wants it, but when he is trying to get it, the defence is all over him because they know who he is, they know where he comes from, so he's seen as an instant threat. So that's fair enough. But then when you've got nobody trying to help him out, it gets so frustrating to watch. And that is just the definition of North End this season so far. Frustrating. We're playing some good football, but it's so fucking frustrating because of how we're getting this close. This fucking close. And the only time we can score a goal is when it's a contender for goal of the year. But before we go, let's just look at what SofaScore's rating our players as up to now. 5 games in, and Brady's apparently our best player, which I can pretty much agree with. And then, what do you know? Our defenders are high on this list. Alvaro played like 1 game and got injured, so that's a shame. But as you can see, none of our forward players are in this top 10. And then the first forward is Reece, who's been rated higher than Tottenham Hotspur's Loney himself, and Evans is just cruising on the red because he didn't play. But Brown is having a shocking time. McCann's not even playing to get the points up. Parrott he's getting there, I think. Woodburn's not even getting the play time. Reece, when he is getting the play time, he's not being the best. He's dribbling pretty good though. Johnson again is all right, and then going up forward, the midfield and the defence, strongest part of the team. But it's attacking football, and it's not feeling like attacking football. So get it fucking fixed, because our next few matches are difficult, very difficult. But just you watch. Just like 2 weeks ago in the League Cup, it's gonna come down to Wolverhampton, Preston, North End. You're like, oh, it's a Premier League team, we're gonna lose. We'll beat them 4-0. we'll probably win that game by a considerable goal margin, and that's what confuses me because we beat Huddersfield 4-1, and then we continue to play the lineup we've been playing in the league with the same strategy we've been using in the league. Why? We beat a league team 4-1 by using a strategy, and we just abandoned that strategy to come back into the league to use a strategy that's only working defensively. Wolves Premier League team, we're either going to get slapped or we're going to slap them. I don't think there's going to be any in between, but if I'm wrong, then I'd like to be wrong in this case, because the sooner we're out of the CFL Cup and the sooner we can concentrate all our shit on the league, the better, I think, because this is getting incredibly frustrating to watch. Anyways, I'm done swearing. Hopefully we can improve our forward play for Wolves, because we're going to need it. And then come Cardiff, we never usually do well with Cardiff, so hopefully we can get some shit sorted for Cardiff. But beside that, yeah, work on the attacking play, boys. We're doing well, I think. We're currently in the invincible status, which is good. But yeah, if you want to win me over completely, you need to start scoring some goals. So you might need to get on the phone to West Brom. Who's West Brom's man? Steve Bruce. You might want to get on the phone to him. Is Robinson still available by any chance before the transfer window closes? Maybe get your books out for Aston Villa. Put a letter through the post box. Cameron Archer. I know he's just signed a new deal, but you know we can work something out. You know, I'll pass you 10 million, and we'll sell Reece. We'll get 10 million, and I'll pass you through a bit of weed, maybe something else for you. Does that sound good, Stevie? Yeah, I don't know. I'm being stupid now. I'm hungry. Bye. Oh, it might help if I actually pulled my microphone forward. That'd be a good start. Right, let's try that again.